Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wifier here. I know I haven't uploaded in a few days, but you'll be interested in knowing that I have spent those few days actually playing Pokemon. The nights that I would normally be spending playing Mario Kart instead of narrating videos, I've actually been spending on Showdown playing Pokemon and building teams. So my motivation is back. I'm definitely kind of back into the game at the very least, so that should be fascinating for you guys who are here to watch Pokemon. At the very least, this is an OU team I've built. I've actually built a lot of OU teams, but obviously some of them are a lot better than others. I haven't played in forever, so Voltturn is not that hard to build though. This is just Mega Manectric, Banded Scizor, Defensive Lando with Rocks, Defensive Rotom Wash, just standard, I believe, Life Orb Torn, and Scarf Rachi with Healing Wish and Trick. My opponent is actually Holywood on one of his alts. It looks pretty standard. Unfortunately, I assume it's going to be Fat Chomp, because Fat Chomp is one of like the best Pokemon in the entire fucking game right now, and it's going to give U-Turn, or Voltturn in general, a run for my money, because it's going to hurt my U-Turn users a lot, and Volt Switch doesn't affect it. Lead off with Scizor. He leads off with Torn. I'm going to scout for the Heat Wave turn 1. Because I don't really want to risk it. There's no use risking it, and he does end up going for it, which is fine. I'm going to go to Rotom, and I'm going to go for Willow in case he wants to go straight into Fat Chomp. He ends up going into Lottie. Not really up for taking a Draco turn 2, so I'm going to go into Scizor to scout that, because Rachi isn't exactly an ideal switch in case he goes to Chomp. Obviously, Scizor is not great either, because look at all the damage I take, but it's fine. I'm going to go into Lando here. He got up his rocks. I wouldn't mind getting up my own rocks, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I get Dragon-tailed out into my Jirachi, and at this point I'm assuming that he's going to go to Ferrothorn, because Jirachis cannot touch Ferrothorns most times. I mean, Fire Punch obviously is a thing, but why the fuck would I Fire Punch a Fat Chomp? And in general, Jirachi is not a good matchup for Fat Chomp in the slightest, so I'm going to go to Manectric. I'm going to Mega Up. I'm going to go for Flamethrower. I end up getting the burn, but that really doesn't matter whatsoever because I have HP Ice to follow it up and just kill off his Garchomp. So Fat Chomp, one of the biggest threats to my team, is now out of the way, which is fantastic. He brings in Char. I don't really care whether it's X or Y because I'm going to be able to Volt Switch off and get that information prior to me having to send in a Pokemon. So he's going to Mega, he's going to be X, and I'm just going to go to Lando to get the Intimidate off. And I'm going to click Knock Off, predicting his switch out most likely into Lottie or Torn to take the Earthquake, but Ferrothorn is fine too, because without his leftovers, I should be able to just 2-hit KO it. Obviously with Leech Seed I will not be able to do that. Pretty easy switch out here into Scizor, predicting, I guess, a Power Whip or a Gyro Ball. Obviously Mega Manectric would have worked as well to go for Flamethrower, but I'm going to U-turn off, assuming it would kill. Unfortunately, Bandit Scizor is not that powerful, and Mega Manetric's going to be able to come out here and just T-Bolt. So a little bit of pussyfooting around the Ferrothorn. Unfortunately, it cost me some damage on my Scizor and a spike on the field, but he's going to go to Latias, and I'm basically forced back into Scizor because I resist Psyshock and Trigger Meteor. The Stealth Rock that I set up, I was hoping that it would force him to defog, because obviously I don't have hazard removal on my team, and if he wanted to get rid of the Stealth Rock for his Torn and Charizard, it would force him to get rid of the rocks for me. So the defog that he went for there actually helped out both of us, to be completely honest. So it was nice. I switched Manectric in on his Torn, get off 2 T-Bolts, which is going to be able to kill off his Latias. I'm going to Volt Switch off on his Charizard once again to go out to my Landorus, as he just goes for Dragon Dance. Now this is where, if you look at the score, it is 6-3, and his Charizard is very low. I did a quick calc, and against Max Zard, Scizor's Bullet Punch has a very good chance to kill. Obviously, my better play was just going into Tornadus and clicking Hurricane. Unfortunately, I risked the Bullet Punch, and that's going to come back to bite me because Scizor is not going to be able to kill it, and I'm going to lose my Torn in the process. Obviously, now Scizor is going to be able to kill it, but losing Tornadus is a pretty big deal. At this point, Scizor is going to be able to come in, click Bullet Punch. I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO his Tornadus, but it's going to give his Lucario a chance to set up. Now, here's where I really fuck up. I should have clicked Healing Wish and Healing Wished my Mega Manectric. I would have went in, I would have been able to Intimidate it, get it down to -1, and a full health Mega Manectric probably, well, I mean, first off, it would have outsped and got off a T-Bolt. And that would have been quite nice on the Lucario, because then I probably would have been able to finish off the game with Scizor's Bullet Punch. But for some reason, I trick it a Scarf, and now I'm facing a +2/+1 Mega Lucario that can just lock itself into close combat and clean up my team. So the definite play there was to go for Healing Wish with Jirachi, Healing Wish my Mega Manectric, outspeed and T-Bolt it, but unfortunately them's the breaks, I fucked up, and that is the rust showing late game, as I'm going to be swept by a Mega or just a regular Lucario. Thank you, Holywood, for the game. It was actually pretty fun. I really am liking OU, even though OU is pretty cancerous at the higher level, where it's literally just Magnezone, Mega Altaria, Weavile on every fucking team. In the middle average ladder, which is really all I've ever been able to bring you guys anyway. I'm not a high quality player for sure. I'm just an average Joe when it comes to this game. It's quite fun. So that's what I'm going to try and attempt to bring you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it, and you in the future, I hope, and just in general, Wii U games coming soon, when I finally get off my ass and actually start recording them. Every time I start trying to record them, I just feel nervous, because obviously for the last 5 years of my YouTube career, all I've done is Pokemon, and it feels weird narrating something that isn't Pokemon. So hopefully I can get over that hump fucking sooner rather than later and just start uploading it. And regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, a rating would be much appreciated. And I hope to see you all in the very near future. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day. See you later. Peace out.